This is the brief on philosophical justifications for punishment when free will is questioned. So, if you're a skeptic about free will, you've got a big problem, right? How do you justify punishing people without just saying they deserve it? And how do you do that without falling into the trap of just using them as a tool to scare off other criminals? Okay, first, you have to make this really key distinction about what someone deserves. You can throw out the idea that people deserve punishment for their actions, but you hold on to what's called personhood-based desert. You know, the basic rights you have just for being a person, like the right to a fair trial and the right not to be used as a mere means to an end. Second, the idea is that punishment can be justified if it's something a person would rationally agree to. Think of it this way. You're designing the justice system from behind a veil of ignorance, not knowing if you'll be the victim or the one on trial. What's so important here is that you can't assume criminals could have just chosen to act differently. This totally blocks those old, you had it coming ideas from getting back in. And finally, this whole consent model does a great job of avoiding the worst parts of utilitarianism. Since it's all about what an individual would rationally agree to, not just what's best for the group, it rules out things like super harsh punishments or getting rid of due process. And framing an innocent person? No way. Why would anyone rationally consent to a system that could just decide to lie and frame them? It would be like agreeing to be a pawn in someone else's game. So by grounding punishment in rational consent and what we deserve as people, free will skeptics get a powerful defense against using anyone as a mere instrument.